this sore throat all day. It's almost like it's a strangling sensation. It's kind of bad. I don't understand what's going on. It's almost like something's... Now, I know I didn't put that on this morning. Ties. I haven't driven my car for a while, and I got in last night and was driving, and I've discovered that traffic is even worse than I remember it. So I'm thinking that today's thoughts is all going to be about driving and driving tips. And I'm doing it inside the house just to prove how deadly driving can be. Because even if you're inside the house, you're not safe from a car smashing through your windows and taking you out. I know that from experience. You should always wear your seatbelt when you're in a car. Because that first flip is okay, the second flip may be okay, but the third and fourth flips, you're going to get thrown out. I know that from experience too. I always thought speed limits were just a suggestion until that one day when I did that off-ramp at 150 miles an hour. And then I realized they know what they're doing when they do speed limits. I still only take them as suggestions, but 150 was way too high. Way too high. I've learned that there are certain situations where you should drive slower due to road conditions. When it's snowing, when it's raining, when you're going cross-country for no apparent reason in the middle of a cornfield, when you're circling that sinkhole, when you're going through the playground, make sure you slow down. There are kids involved. So yeah, slow down due to road conditions. When driving a car, always remain seated. It may seem fun and exciting to drive from the roof or the trunk, but you can't run the pedals. And no matter how you rig it up with those strings, you just can't control it that well. And also, remember, leave the back seat driving to the people in the back seat. And also, if your dogs are going to drive, make sure they're wearing sunglasses and a hat so the cops don't pull them over, because they frown upon that. I knew I should never let them watch that show about the dogs in Australia. When you're a passenger in my car, I ask that you always keep your hands and feet inside the car, because I don't believe Lefty is a good nickname. And also, I don't want to pay the insurance on that. One person loses their arm and your insurance skyrockets. It's horrible. When you're driving, you should always be aware of everything that's going on around you, including blind intersections and hidden driveways. Because how else are you going to hit as many of those old ladies in wheelchairs and get their 30 points? I mean, one day I went out and only got 10 points. One person. I always miss the ladies in the wheelchairs. When you're driving, there are 4 types of people you need to watch out for. Tourists. They don't know where they're going. They'll turn out in the middle of nowhere. Natives. They don't care where they're going. They'll turn and flip your car in an instant. People on the phone. They're getting driving instructions. The driving instructor can't see the lights, so if it turns red, he has no idea. Me. Get out of my way. Just let me drive. I just want to go. Do you not understand? Turn off. Take public transportation. Leave the roads open for me. This has been a public service announcement for me. I don't believe turn signals should be optional. I think that everybody should have to use them, and I think that if you're turning right, you should let me know you're turning right. If you're turning left, let me know you're turning left. None of this, I don't feel like using turn signals, or I'm too lazy to hit it. It should be automatic. Of course, anyone going around the world to the left, they're exempt, because I don't really want to know. In most cases, Pedestrians have the right of way. Children are only 10 points anyway, so you might as well not even try to hit them. Unless it's an old lady in a wheelchair. Those are 30 points. I'm aiming for that one. I really don't like people who tailgate me, and there are times when I'm being tailgated that I just want to slam on the brakes and invite them into the trunk. The only thing stopping me is that my trunk has stuff in it. They wouldn't fit. I should clean that out. That's why I have a crossbow.